and welcome to another episode of Slaying 101 here on GGK. I'm your host and your keeper of monsters and your general disaster, Savvy, at Savvy Seaworth, and we're here to play Monster of the Week. But before we do, let me tell you what is coming up on our schedule here in the next week, because we got some fun stuff. Today, we're doing this, but you already knew that because you're here and it's happening. On Tuesday of this week, we have a new episode of Eos, one of our D&D 5e campaigns run by your friend and mine, Dammit Barry. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. On Thursday, I'll be back in the driver's seat because we have a new episode of All Myths Are True, the Tales from the Loop game that I run here on the channel. It's kids on bikes dealing with a new mystery. This time, everybody's having weird dreams. Some of it involves 80s music that you get in trouble for putting in your video with on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. I'm not sorry. On Saturday, we will have a new episode at 3 p.m. Eastern Time of Saturday Night's Thunderball, in which we're playing D&D, but also it's sports, and we're in the tournament, and it's going well, I think, personally. And then on Sunday, in the same time slot as this, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the finale of the Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, or formerly Pathfinder 2e, now D&D 5e campaign that Sean has been running for us. Secrets and betrayal and treasure and romance abound. So join us in a week for that. That's what we have going on GGK. And I have a thing to plug now that's happening. For me, on Friday, this Friday, and the 4 Fridays after it, I'm running a Masks mini campaign over on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Fridays, and Sean plays in it, and LB plays in it, as well as some other fun faces. As Teenage Superheroes, we had our first session last week. Last Friday was like 2 days ago. I don't know what time or day it is anymore, but it was really, really fun. And I think the rest of it's going to be really fun too. So come hang out with me and my friends over there on Friday afternoons. And that's what I got. So I'm going to let the rest of these people tell you what they got. I feel like I should have the order that you're in on the screen memorized. This is episode 20 of the show, and I still don't know. GB, what's going on?
Graybeard at Graybeard's Tavern. Look my schedule on Graybeard Tavern on Twitch or on Twitter. And right now I'm kind of between things and doing a lot of off projects. So the next time you can find me is Tuesday at 5 p.m. over on Encounter Roleplay, where I'm playing Fahar, a space rat, basically mechanic ship monkey, who is he's human, but he's that kind of character where it's all about the machine. Very Rexy. Oh well, that's pretty much all I have other than this on Sundays, and my own show Sunday mornings on my own Twitch, Graybeard Tavern, where I play with a lot of toys, and it's a good time. That's it for me.
All right. Sid.
Hi, Christina Sid at Greek Sid on the Twitters. Wow, I had a jam-packed week. Everything, like, I have every others, but they've all fallen in the same week, so it's just like bam, 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 nothing. So the next thing I have is in 2 weeks. But anyway, let's just go down the line of the week. Every other Thursday here, we just started Good Society. That was this past week. It went really, really well. We had a lot of fun. We already have so much drama. I'm so excited. Running that, and that's at 8 o'clock Eastern. There we go. I will memorize these things. And I am on every other Saturday over on Saber's channel, Descent into Darkness. We're going to the abyss, y'all, but we've got to fight some vampires and make gods not mad at us in the meantime. I don't know. And also over on Brewster's channel on Saturdays, doing a couple of one-on-ones, but we'll all be back together again soon. So yeah, that's me.
Rob.
That's me. Hello. Hi. I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_Rob if you're feeling formal and like to abide by Twitch's URL at twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob, where I'm usually streaming some sort of video game. I play those sometimes to varying degrees of success. I'm playing Hollow Knight right now. It's very exciting. I ended this stream after 5 hours and losing all my money twice. I like the game, but the game doesn't like me. I also am wrapping up probably like 2 other TTRPG things very soon. My Wednesday night game, which is at 9 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/The Monty Hall. It is a Lost Mine of Phandelver game. It has gone places. If you're familiar with the campaign, you're set out to complete a very specific quest, and it went very wrong. And we had one job and we blew it, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. And then on Thursdays, I'm playing on twitch.tv/runawayrobot_ at 7 p.m. Eastern for a Humblewood campaign, which Humblewood is a lovely, lovely custom kickstarted campaign setting set in, you guessed it, the Humblewood, where everybody is woodland creatures and birds, and it's adorable. And like I said, I feel like we're wrapping that one up too, but probably a little further from the end. We're at like the bird equivalent of Hogwarts right now, and it's super dope. But we're just, I'm a hedgehog in that game. I'm just doing my hedgehog thing. And I think that's all I have going on. I don't know. It's like I have a schedule that I don't pay attention to. Please take this away from me.
LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on Twitter and Twitch. I'm a very busy girl. After this, I will be playing in Indoor Adventures Tomb of Annihilation game set in the 1920s, where I play Rinrin, the Tabaxi monk with the secret. And then on Mondays, I'll be back on Indoor's channel doing our homebrew campaign. Tuesday afternoon, Lauren and I will be, also known as Run Reckless, will be playing Overwatch, which she has never played before. So we'll see how that goes and see if my computer can take it. Wednesday night, I'll be on Nerd Immersion's channel doing Rod of 7 Parts with Jordan with PH as RGM. Thursday, I'll be back on my channel playing horror games because Layers of Fear 2, and Lauren apparently just loves to watch me scream in her ear. And then on Friday, I will be on Encounter Roleplay with a couple of these lovely folks. Saturday, I have off. And then Sunday, I'll be right back here for the finale of our super fun game, which will go really smoothly, I'm guessing. That's me.
Positive. Yeah, Sean.
Hey, I'm Sean, the Kraken King on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else. For the first time in my life, I am playing in far more games than I'm running. After this Sunday, what people talked about, the finale of Kestrel, the only game I'm currently running is every Saturday night's Thunderball. Come join. Like it has been stated, the finals are here. The team is doing exceptionally well. I am running out of ways to mess with them, so it's gonna get wild. Otherwise, you can see me Tuesdays playing a goth boy archer, Thursdays playing a sweet boy nerd / cheerleader, and also now Thursdays playing a douche lord hedonist for Elegant Suffering, and then Fridays now in Encounter Roleplay playing a grumpy girl superhero. And that's about it. That's me.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's what we've got going on this coming week or so. But as you all know, we're not doing that right now. We're playing Monster of the Week. So let's play a game. So, because our last episode was a bit disjointed and rife with technical difficulties, thanks internet, I'm gonna do a little bit of a bigger recap of this mystery, so we can all remember. I mean, I know we all remember where we left off last time for sure, because no one will stop talking about it. But I mean that in a good way. But before that, got a little weird. So last time, or in this last mystery of Slang 101, let's remind ourselves of what was going on. So Sal and Travis had called the rest of their hunter friends to their friend Marcello's home, intending to protect him from his murderous, hate-driven sister, Rosalind. You all discover that Marcello had fallen out with his family due to his decision to become a vegetarian, to not feed on humans, because Marcello's a vampire. As a result of that, his sister's hatred for him flared, and after years of stewing on it, she's come to Cedar Grove to finally be rid of him. She sent a note to Sal via a fledgling vampire of hers, Kendall, instructing Sal to either turn Marcello over or to kill him herself, or if one of those conditions were met, that she and the coven would leave Cedar Grove for good. If not, she would keep killing and or turning humans in town until something was done about it. What a jerk. While that was happening, there was some tension amongst the group. Sal discovered that the order that Wynn had recently joined was the Fangs of the Beast, and these were hunters of a sort that she had run-ins with before. She gave him some pertinent information to ask his new friends about. That, coupled with Wynn bringing along the group's newest addition, Victoria, without asking or warning anybody, caused some tempers to flare and some arguments to be had and some bottles of wine to be quickly emptied. And ultimately, everyone decided it was best if they gave each other a little bit of space. So Sal, Travis, and Rex would stay the night with Marcello, surveilling the situation, and Wynn and Victoria would leave for the night, planning to potentially find some backup tomorrow. But we haven't gotten to tomorrow yet, because before the night was over, vampires broke into Marcello's home, resulting in a bloody and literal firefight, with literal fire being thrown around in the kitchen. Travis, in particular, received some pretty serious injuries, some from being bit and clawed by a vampire, and some of the more self-inflicted falling on his own blade, literally, variety. Let's see. One of the vampires was knocked unconscious by a big hit from a taser. One of them fled, and one of them Sal captured. When asked why they were in Marcello's kitchen, the vampire laughed in Sal's face and told her they were there to keep them busy. And when the hunters, those three, turned to look for Marcello, he was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, Wynn and Victoria, having left, spent the night together in her sorority house, making sure to strategically place Wynn's phone, which Rex was surveilling for safety purposes alone, out of earshot during the more personal parts of their conversation. In the middle of the night, they were awoken by the glass of Victoria's second-story window breaking and someone climbing through. Wynn jumped out of bed immediately, preparing for a fight. And as this figure pulls itself through the second-story window with its own upper body strength and tumbles into the room in front of you, Wynn, that is where we're going to pick up. So, what do you do?
There had been some mention, I don't remember if it was in the chat or with everything we lost, that Wynn's bag had gotten brought back into the room.
Yep.
Yes. So before you guys went to sleep, your things are accessible within the room.
Then he will scurry over to that as quickly as possible as the thing is climbing into the room and pull out the anathema that he keeps in it. And I guess charge the vampire.
Okay. Great. So you pull out a the Athma ritual knife from your bag and run towards the strange figure. You don't know what it is. No, it's definitely
Whatever.
vampire.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. You guys know what's going on, I think. Yeah, roll to kick some ass.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. No, this is an old school weapon, I think. Okay, I get a +1 to damage. I get nothing to the actual roll.
Okay. That's tough.
Well, 6 + 1 = 7.
Okay, so you inflict harm on each other. So when having jumped out of bed, rifling through the bag, pulling out this knife, you charge at the vampire, sort of grappling with it and trying to drive the knife into it. As you do this, it reacts and kind of howls a little bit and then slashes out at you with some long nails. So you're going to take 2 harm.
And I don't have my
from
armor
that.
on.
You don't have anything on, my boy.
Yeah. The
How much harm
Athema.
does it take?
The Athema is a silver magic weapon. It does 2
Okay.
harm, but I'm considering that it's an. Would you classify this as an old school weapon?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, then I do 3 harm with it.
Okay. Good to know. So yeah, it sort of lets out this howl as you drive the knife into it, and it slashes out, trying to grab onto you. Meanwhile, Victoria's
in the bed. She has the blankets for sheets pulled up because, intruder in her room while she's in the nude. She had grabbed some crystals. What she does is she takes one of her kind of go-to things that Wynn has seen before, but in the dark, I don't know if you could see it. She's going to activate this item, and if he looks back to see it, he sees this sort of pencil-like blue gem inserted kind of magically into her arm, and it pulses with this light, and the blue light goes up her veins, and you can be seen kind of dispersing into her body, and her eyes glow a silver color as she does this, as this is sort of her wake-up juice. Could I attempt to use my big whammy?
certainly.
Okay. So I'm going to roll plus weird to kick some butt.
Mm-hmm.
Kick some ass. Okay, I was like, is it weird? And
That's what's the
then-
technical term.
Yes.
Can't use the word ass on
oh
stream.
shit. 5.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna use a luck since I haven't done that with this character yet.
Okay. Yeah, so mark off a luck point that will change your roll to a 12.
Mm-hmm. As you spend a luck, your dark side's needs get nastier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Look at that list real quick.
So it is technically just kick some ass. Which I don't know if I've actually done in this game. So, let's see. I just harm them,
So-
yes?
Yeah, so you harm them. I think your big whammy specifically tells you the harm that you do. And then because you rolled a 12, you can choose an extra effect from the 10 plus list. So there's a few options there. You can do an extra harm. You can suffer less harm. You force them where you want them, or you can take +1 forward or give +1 forward to someone else.
I'm gonna force him where I want him.
Where you want him.
Out the window.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay, what does the big whammy look like?
So her eyes are already glowing this silver light, and they kind of just flare. And the creature's eyes flare silver as well as he takes this mental damage. What is happening in his head is he's hearing all of the things that Victoria hears on a normal, like she's controlling it, but all of the minds and the feelings around him. So it's like this like amplification of sounds and feelings. And he stumbles back.
And out the window he goes when you see this this figure kind of grab the sides of their head and go stumbling back away from you, falling, kind of catching the backs of their legs, and plummeting out the window. As all of this is happening, Rex, you are surveilling Wynn's phone.
Yep.
So from I think as you all are kind of figuring out from in Marcella's house, kind of figuring out what to do next, from the closet where you had your surveillance equipment set up, you start to hear coming through whatever, I'm sure you
The
were
ping.
listening through
Yep.
headphones or hearing something. You start to hear some relatively loud sounds coming from what you had set up from Wynn's phone.
Cool. I guess, and are we right at the point where I was patching Travis up?
Yeah, I think you've just finished that.
Okay. Guys, I think Wynn and Victoria are in trouble. I just got a ping.
She's on sorority row, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
But what about Marcella?
We know where he is. We gotta go.
Okay.
I can stay here and protect him.
He's gone. They got him.
Gone.
That's right.
She's
I
trying
can't
to help
stay
you
and protect him. I'm sorry. I'm a little woozy.
It's okay.
GM, am I stabilized?
Yes, so Rex
Okay,
stabilized you.
that's right.
Yeah, you haven't healed any, so you're still
I'm
at 4 harm.
4. Okay.
But you can uncheck that.
I
unstable
forgot to
box.
uncheck it last time.
Oh, yeah.
Rexy, you got your bike?
Big nod.
Give you the choice. Slips, you wanna ride a bike or you wanna ride piggyback?
I am both woozy and slightly interested in both of those, but I'm trying to decide which will give me less motion sickness right now. Oh, does magic
I could
always
also
hurt
do-
that much?
Yes. I could do one of these too.
Piggyback it is. That sounds fine.
All right, let's go.
All right, so the 3 of you take off toward the sorority house. In the meantime, Wynn, in front of you, this creature has just gone plummeting out a... Well, I don't know if it's a plummet. Seems a little dramatic. It's only 2 stories. Goes falling out the 2-story window, and you hear kind of a crunch as they impact into some of the bushes below.
Wynn got scratched, and so he looks down at the blood now running down his arm or chest or wherever. I don't know where it got him exactly.
Like a shoulder.
Yeah. I think that might trigger his apotheosis, though.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is a kind of, he looks at the blood and kind of running down his hand, and there's just like anger begins to whelm up inside of him. Then there is just like this golden light that just sort of explodes around him for a second, and his eyes begin to glow like that brilliant golden color, and he steps out the window, sort of hovering there in the air, still naked, out the second floor window of this, and is going to, because I can ignore one of the requirements of my rotes when I'm in apotheosis mode, so begins to mutter an incantation and is going to use his Breath of Moloch mode to try to set this thing on fire
Okay.
and just like incinerate it.
Okay. Yeah, do it. Get it.
Okay. I have +1 to do
Use magic.
everything right now. So that's 5, 6 plus 3. It's 9.
Okay. So you're gonna take some harm from that, correct?
Yeah, I take 1 harm, and it takes 3 harm. Ignore armor, magic.
Okay. Yeah. So you let loose this blast of green fire. Victoria, you see this glow right outside the window, and I think from below, the both of you just hear screaming as this thing is just engulfed in hellfire, and some of the bushes along with it. And as quickly as the fire sort of catches, there is this like burst of green light, and it fades away, and there's not much left.
Win! Victoria grabs her robe and runs to the window. She looks pretty scared about what's going on.
He's still hovering there. He just turns back around, says, "You all right?"
Get in here!
Shit. And just steps back in. His eyes are still glowing right now. Steps back in the window and immediately starts running, like we're kind of very hurriedly walking around the room, like pulling on his jeans, and trying to grab his stuff.
His phone is buzzing and lit up, by the way.
Is it? Okay. I think he's late for a second. If Victoria starts talking, he's gonna wait a second to answer it. But
What the hell was that?
what was what?
You just started glowing and flying.
I thought you'd seen in your vision the I don't know. It just happens
Right.
sometimes. Just like flips open the phone. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
I just got attacked by a vampire, I think. Didn't really get a good enough look at it.
They hit us too. They took Marcella.
Shit. Where are y'all right now?
Kinda on the way to you.
Alright. Don't worry about it. We're handled here. I know where the den is. Over at the campsite we were looking at earlier.
Cool. Okay. I'll let Sal know.
Alright. I'm going to take care of this.
And Sal and Trav, you get your phones buzzed with the text. You know, they're okay. Headed to the campsite.
We're gonna take a sharp turn here.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts, and I'm sick. Oh,
Sorry,
God.
sorry.
Yep,
You're gonna
it's
puke.
fine.
Turn the head that
Not
way.
gonna do
Just
it.
not.
It's fine. It's fine.
They're really. I've had this jacket for a long time. Just don't.
I'm not. It's fine. All right.
You know, I hear when you get nauseous, if you like, breathe in through your nose and then out the mouth, I hear that helps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like that's one of those crocs of shit that they tell everybody for everything. It's just.
Have you tried it?
Yes, for anxiety, for the pain, for everything. Like literally out through the nose, out through the mouth. My gym teacher used to say it all the time. I don't believe it works. I think it's just one of those things that as a society, we always say it works. And I feel like I've gone on a tangent. Where are we going?
Campsite.
Okay, magic is weird. Oh, how does Win do this shit?
Win and Victoria.
He turns back to her and says, "Can you unlock your car?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I gotta get my stuff out of it. We gotta go take care of these vampires. Like now."
Are the girls safe?
I don't know.
Should we get them out?
I guess. I mean, we gotta kill these things. That's our top priority. Everything else is kind of...
Collateral?
Yeah.
Win.
What?
The sorority girls. We can't just leave them here.
I'm sure they're fine.
What if they come back? How do they even know you were here? How did they know I was here?
I don't know. He's walking towards the window. He says, "Just opens your car so I can get my stuff out of it."
Gonna go grab her keys and open the car. And while he's going to do that, she will. God, what is she gonna do? Go down to the kitchen and start a fire in the oven.
Okay. Why is it that every time you guys are in an emergency situation, you just set off a fire alarm and call it a day?
This is
it
one
works.
step up. This is actually starting a
This is
fire.
pretty
So
You go down to the kitchen while Win is outside getting his things out of your car. Victoria, while you're in the kitchen, you start to set a fire somehow in the oven, and once that is done and it's starting to smoke, you, I assume, turn around to leave the room. When you do, the lights in the kitchen around you start to flicker, and as you look around the room, looking at sort of the light, like eggshell walls of the kitchen, you see places where cracks start to form and blood starts to drip down the walls.
Is this a vision thing?
It's a hallucination.
Oh. Shit. Is this common for me?
It happens on occasion.
Okay. I will keep that going, but put the lid up a little bit so it can't spread outside of the oven, and then just book it outside. I have gotten dressed at this point. I will point that out. And try to find Win.
Okay. Yeah, you run out of the kitchen towards the front door. So throw the front door of the sorority house open, and standing there on the porch as the light kind of spills out, you see this tall and like dark figure just standing there in front of you.
Is this a hallucination too?
Maybe.
She'll back up and Win.
Can I hear from where I'm at the car?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. When, oh God, right now I just don't know if he. I think you just hear a yell from the car. It's like, what?
Help!
The figure just very slowly, Victoria, starts to walk towards you across the porch.
I'm going to back up. I have no weapons. I don't know that many magic things. She's going to like back up slowly and then book it back to the kitchen and try and grab a knife.
Okay. Yeah, you turn and run into the kitchen, sort of pulling a big knife out of one of the knife blocks that is on the counter. You stay in the kitchen, or do you go back outside?
Well, there's a bunch of smoke in here, so I'm gonna go
Oh,
ahead.
true.
I'm gonna go back into the living room, and is it still there?
It's not there.
I'm gonna run to the front door.
Wynn has come around the corner of the front of the house from the car, and currently has his sword in one hand, resting on his shoulder, and has the crimson red sleeveless gambeson, kind of not buttoned yet, but he's in the process of putting it on. Says, "What?"
She looks more panicked than she was in the room. And she kind of just like runs into his arms and she's like, I'm seeing shit. First blood in the kitchen and then a dark figure. I don't know what's happening.
All right. I mean, is it still here?
Look around.
You don't see anything.
No, it's gone for now. But
All right.
these are bad omens. Those are really bad omens.
Well, if you see it again, let me know, but we got to get going.
Okay. She's kind of just like looking around.
About that time, from inside, you hear the fire alarm.
Let's go.
He's going to say, "Are you afraid of heights?"
I don't think so.
And he's just going to, I guess, he's not really strong enough to carry her. I'm trying to think if she just, how do you see the flying working, Savannah? Could I help her fly along? Can we Peter Pan this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Just grabs her wrist and begins to fly off, you along with him.
Victoria, you're yanked into the air.
She is highly uncomfortable and just kind of grabs his arm as they're going. Why wouldn't you warn me?
Sorry.
Are you though?
No. Right now he's not. He will be very sorry later.
Say later on.
Victoria could probably tell.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell something is really off. She can
Yeah.
tell something is really off with him right now.
Yeah. Can I, as we're flying, can I probe into his mind and see what he's thinking?
Sure.
Something's wrong, okay? You said it was okay if something was wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see.
By the way, 3 harm is not unstable, right? It's when I tick the next one that I go unstable.
Right, it's 4 that's unstable.
Cool.
Right, you just
Take it from me,
3 harm,
an
okay.
expert.
Boy, yeah, you don't have to. Let's see.
Would this be reading a bad situation?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. If you're gonna really kind of push in there. That situation. Well, I'll say, let's do read a person.
Okay. Still plus sharp.
Yes.
Excuse me. That is a 10.
Okay. That is two questions from there
Oh, boy.
that you can
Okay.
ask Sean,
I still kick some ass up. Hold on.
or some variation of these
And
questions.
she
Yeah,
stabs
yeah.
him.
Yeah, right. With
Are you
my
still carrying the knife?
yes.
She has like a butcher knife, like a kitchen knife.
Perfect.
What is your character really feeling?
Let's see. Going through these: power, addiction, callousness, carnage, secrets, glory. I think right now is leaning into he's feeling violent. He wants to like hurt someone right now, and right now that is targeted towards the vampires.
How can I get him to calm down?
You would have to convince him that what he is trying to do. I'm trying to think. You'd have to do something to make him want to resist this urge, these powers that are going on. The power that he
How did-
currently has.
How did that happen last time?
He
He blew
Let's
up
see.
a car.
yeah, he blew up a car instead of hurting.
And then had like all of us telling him, no, we're not summoning something right now. No,
Yeah.
no.
That
no.
first time, it was sort of precipitated by the conversation that he had with his dad.
Yeah. It basically like strong emotional attachments to somebody, like realizing that he's going to hurt somebody he like really cares about, has
Okay.
I think been in the past what kind of triggered him to come out of it.
Cool. I think she's too scared to say anything right now because she's flying through the air.
Yeah, which would end if it ended now and they would just die.
So I'm gonna go ahead and wait on that till we get there.
Okay. So you're all heading to the park in the middle of the
Boy.
night.
2/3 of
Everyone-
the party is flying. Look at
Everyone
that.
has clothes on now. Or are we all good? Everyone's got clothes on. Everybody's got a weapon.
Is Rex still in her Godzilla
Uh,
outfit?
Still dressed like a
I
Don't
Godzilla.
get blood on the Kigurumi.
Yeah, I think I took it off at some point during the fight.
Okay.
Phew.
That would make sense.
No, I didn't. So I guess Rex is zipping along on a future electric motorcycle in a Godzilla costume, fins flapping and tail flying. So, good call.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
This I don't think can get any better right now. Okay, so you're all zipping along, flying along, carrying your teammates to the state park where you know the campsite and eventually win the cave system to be. I can turn off the very extreme music. Let's see what we got in here. So you make it to the park. I'm going to make time a little wobbly and say all at about the same time. Around the same time, most of you come flying in. You see the headlights from Rex's bike pull up to the front of the park. The three of you that were together, Travis, Sal, and Rex, you see Wynn pulling Victoria by the wrist, flying towards you, which has not been a good omen in the past.
Still glowing.
God, if it wasn't
Wearing
nice.
armor and carrying a big sword.
Yeah, he is wearing his armor now, which also has the insignia of the fangs on the front of it. Just to
And
add.
Victoria is wielding a butcher knife.
I'm gonna let Travis off of my back very softly. Maybe stay behind me to start.
Yeah. Hey, go easy on the kid, huh?
Yeah, I don't want him to blow anything up, so yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rex is
I know.
looking. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Rex is looking scared at Victoria, like, kind of like, oh my god, because they interposed themselves last time he was like this, and the car got exploded. So now Rex is afraid because he's holding her wrist, and like, what's going on? Like, because this is magic. I guess Rex would say, "Hey, Mr. Manhattan, you okay?"
Wynn lands and without breaking stride, just like keeps walking. It's like, I saw the cave this way. Come on.
Victoria runs in front of him and shoves him. She's like, "You need to calm down."
What do you mean calm down? We just got attacked by... Did you all also get... What the fuck is wrong with Travis?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, Travis looks like shit.
And Wynn is also
Good.
still like... I imagine just like has blood just running down his arm.
Yeah, you all are kind of a mess right now.
You don't look so hot yourself, sweetheart.
I'm fine. We're just gonna keep getting attacked if we don't do this now. So let's go kill
You are
vampire.
not fine.
Why?
We're talking a 20-plus coven. We walk straight in, we get slaughtered.
I mean, don't know till we try, right?
Are you really willing to risk your friends on all this?
I can patch that, Rex says. And you see they've got like a med kit.
I mean, I'm sure we'll make it out okay. We always figure something out. Come on.
No.
Push him again. Push him again.
As she does, push him again.
Why are y'all so against this now? Didn't they take Marcelo?
I'm sorry, did I not see a full... Did I not see you go full ape shit before and blow something up? Was that not something you told me?
Oh yeah, he did that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there aren't any cars around this town. We'll be fine.
Yeah, there's us. Are you really willing to risk all your friends so that you can go off and be a hero?
Listen, I'm sure it'll be okay. Let's just... looks over to like Sal and to Travis like, don't y'all care about Marcelo, right? Isn't that the whole reason we're doing this?
Yeah.
Of course we do, but if we go in half-cocked, already looking like, I don't know, feeling like dog shit, maybe I don't know. I feel like we need a plan of attack that's not just attack, you know?
All right, what's your plan then?
Does anyone know someone in the fire department and a priest?
Do you know a priest?
I know a priest.
Slips, you know anyone in the fire department?
Yeah, I could probably figure something out.
You ever
Why?
seen those big cranes that they use to put shit out? See where I'm going with this?
You want me to start a fire?
Oh, we could call it in no matter what. I mean, once the truck's here, as long as the priest comes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I see what you're saying. Are you saying that you want to get a priest up on a cherry picker to cleanse an entire coven of vampires?
No, I want to get the priest up on the cherry picker to bless all the water and then pour it on all the vampires.
A holy flamethrower,
That
as it
is-
were.
Hilariously diabolical. Would that actually work? I feel like that's a little cartoonish, even for us.
You're
At the very
forgetting
least-
about Marcelo.
At the very least, we could threaten it.
We could, and completely unprovoked, I think that we are forgetting about Marcelo here.
If we're paused at all, Rex is gonna do the kind of sneak thing that they do and come in at an odd angle and start patching Win up.
Should all happen like while we're talking. Just like
Do you let her?
Yeah, I don't see anything that would keep. I'm just reading through all these a bunch
Well,
of times. Yeah,
self-preservation.
I think yeah, he wouldn't stop her.
Okay. Yeah, GB, you want to roll your medic move?
I'm gonna make sure it's sharp. It's actually cool because
Ooh.
we're under
So
combat
cool.
conditions.
I would say it's a stressful situation.
Okay.
A time sensitive situation that you're in. Because wind might blow up the ranger station or something.
Did it roll?
No, not Mutt.
9.
Yes. What happens on a 7 to 9?
On a 7 to 9, under medic, on a 7 to 9, choose one: heal 2 harm or stabilize the injury.
Okay, so he's not unstable, so you could heal the 2 harm.
Yeah, I patch him up.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Victoria is still just standing in front of Wynn with her arms crossed. Like, she's a good, say, 5 inches shorter than him, but she is, like...
I think he keeps like going to stare her down and then looking away at somebody else and then going like, even in this state, like he doesn't really want to fight her on this. So how long are we supposed to wait for all this? Just like, I mean, I can call someone to come out and help. You think you can get the fire department to work on this and get them here fast enough to do something about the fact that they just kidnapped a friend of yours?
Honestly, I just thought it'd be really cool. But, you know, we still have to get Marcelo out.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of an incident to get them to actually come out. I mean, not that
Is
I
it-
want to set fire to a whole forest, but
Is anyone even certain that they're still here?
Good call. Let's go check. And starts to try to walk around her.
Just-
You can magic that, right? You know what this... You've met this girl now, one of the podunk vampires. Can you look into her? Or Marcelo, even.
Yeah, I can.
Let's do that first.
Fine. If it makes you feel better. And then we go. Right? He just like sits down where he's standing on the ground.
Alright,
Rex,
so Wynn
Rex will
starts
lean-
pouting.
Rex will lean into Travis, and because they know that Trav is doing magic now, and be like, if he sees him, won't he just teleport there? Can't he do that?
I think he needs the rune to be present for him to teleport to.
Okay.
As far as I know.
I don't right now.
Rex knows you go places without being there, and Rex doesn't understand magic, so.
I normally do need
I'm
the
afraid
rune.
Rob
You
doesn't
can-
understand magic because the faces that everybody just made.
Oh no, you guys. would
You
not know
understand
this.
it. Well, you understand this, but yeah, as Sven is saying
You
right now.
understand
I
how
wouldn't
you've seen
know.
it. That's how you've
Okay,
seen
great.
it work before,
hate
where
this.
he drew the sigil on the chalkboard and came
Yeah.
out with like chili fries or some
Mhm, I
shit. Sean,
remember
you
that.
know that you can ignore one of your.
Mhm.
Please.
I can ignore the rune component
Please,
right
no
now.
bully.
So yeah, actually,
Stevie,
when
what have you
things
done? No.
Wynn realizes this is a great idea and is gonna go ahead and try to astral project or spirit walk and find, I guess, Marcelo.
Try to find Marcelo.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. Well, it's weird.
Yeah,
all you
I
ever
mean, it's
roll,
like
I assume.
90. That's all I'm gonna be rolling right now, pretty much. It's just gonna be the same thing over and over. Super. I've rolled balls though on all of these,
Also, you ever being mean to your friends.
but that's I can't do math. That's a 10.
Okay, well that's not bad though. That's good.
I
Why do
rolled a
you roll
6
balls? Look at a 10.
He has a +1 to everything right now.
and a
then,
+3 to
this-
weird, and I got a +1 because I did magic last.
Did you
So
magic
oh,
last
actually, it's an
night?
11.
Jesus. Okay. Let me look at. Spirit Walk is the one you're using.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one of your requirements do you not do? Because I just want to know.
Object of power.
Okay. Okay. Your body goes catatonic. And for the length of the spell, you can travel great distances in your ethereal form and observe events as they happen. Cannot be seen by or interact with corporeal things. Because you succeeded this time.
hmm And I think you guys would know that when Wynn does this, he's also like can't hear or see anything that's happening right now. So
Oh, we're going to be talking about
yeah.
catatonic. Don't you worry, but you do you first, so.
All right. So Wynn sits down on the ground, probably pouting a little bit.
It's come out of this like locked
As-
in a box or something.
Once again, all of your friends have seemingly turned against you, even though you're super powerful and always right, and you know what everyone is supposed to be doing.
That's just normal me.
But now you're being mean about it. Yeah, you all see Wynn sort of sit down on the ground, and his eyes roll back, and there's a slight kind of golden sheen over them that's not usually there. I ask this every time, and then I always forget the answer. I'm gonna have to write it down. Does the symbol on your hand keep glowing
Mm-hmm.
when you're in this state? This is like permanently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys can all see this then, this like runic symbol on the back of Wynn's hand that is kind of like softly glowing gold. When you close your eyes, your senses cut off, and you once again project out into the plane ethereal. You find yourself moving very quickly, like homing in on Marcelo, who you've only met once, but you feel a pretty strong connection right now. You feel good about your magic right now, and you find yourself making your way back, sort of in the same direction towards this this cave system that you found once before when you followed Kendall here. You're gonna make your way down through. You see sort of the torches and lanterns that are kind of scattered around, giving the cave like a dim light, and you make your way farther back into this cave system and off into almost like an alcove is not the word I'm looking for, but kind of a like an offshoot, this small like rounded room, and you find yourself sort of hovering over Marcelo's shoulder. He is alive, sitting on the ground, sort of hands bound, kind of leaning with his back up against a cave wall. He has his eyes closed, and you can see some blood. There's a little bit of blood kind of like trickling down the side of his face. He doesn't look great. He looks like he's been through the ringer. His eyes are closed, but he is awake, and you can see his mouth moving like he's talking to somebody.
Okay.
And so you look around the dim room and you see across from him there's sort of like one lantern on the wall, sort of casting this like dim light over the two of them. Because across the room from him, sort of sitting in the same position, hands bound, not looking bad like Marcelo, but looking tired and generally upset. You see Kendall.
Did you say? Do I see the matriarch or I forgot her name, or
Rosalind?
Rosalind? That's right.
Not in here.
Okay. And how many other people are in this room?
It's just the two of them. You can kind of look from Marcelo's perspective and see like the entrance to this smaller room. There are a couple of others just kind of leaned up against the wall, supervising,
Okay.
but not really paying attention to what's going on inside. But you can see like every so often sort of their mouths moving as Marcelo and Kendall are kind of talking across the room to each other.
All right. Wynn will come out of this very shortly. He'll kind of do like a once around the room, try to see if there's anything else he's missing.
It's pretty sparse.
Okay. He'll end it in a minute, but I'll let the conversation happen. This
Well,
podcast.
that's happening.
Yeah, so while that's happening, the four of you are doing what? I assume locking Wynn in the trunk of someone's car. Discuss.
No one has a car here.
That's
Yeah.
true. Tying
Stuffing the
Wynn to the
bike.
back of Rex's bike.
There you go.
Discuss.
Y'all have seen him do this before, right?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
The oak tree would be
I'm
better. Not the bike.
Was the knife for him?
No, we had a vampire attack ourselves.
Okay, just
Look.
checking.
When he is like this, he can do anything. Like, he doesn't need the rune. He doesn't need any of that bullshit.
Do you know about this? What is this?
It's something that's personal that it's not mine to say. But we don't have much time before he comes back.
What
yeah,
you
a
gonna-
tree's fine.
Do you really tying him up isn't going to do anything?
Well, it'll shut him up for a little bit.
I think we need to zonk him out of this state.
Well, again, the last time that
What
he
the
did
fuck
that,
is that? To Rex.
Megataser. Megataser. It'll knock him out.
Oh yeah, it'll knock him out. Think
it'll
back to
fuck him
Bucky.
up real good though too.
Can we not, please?
All right, so what exactly is your place to say then? Do you have any bright ideas, or are you just gonna shoot down all of ours?
Do you got anything? Can you knock him out?
I can try.
All
There
right.
you go.
Your plan A, Rexy's plan B.
I'm just gonna plan C my own thing over here and just step a bit.
No, your
back.
plan D. I'm plan C behind him with the pommel of this, and she'll draw her big sword.
And Rexy pulls up a bunch of zip ties, and it's like, so, hog tie him first? Or
Oh,
does
that's
it-
not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I mean, he can probably get out of them, but
I'm gonna plan the f out of here.
yeah, go
over
take a
this
break,
break.
Slips.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out.
I'm going to
Sorry,
sit down right in
Ray.
front of Wynn.
Okay.
Or kneel in front of him, I guess.
So Victoria kneels down in front of Wynn. Travis goes
Away.
kind of to sit against a tree or something, I assume, away from everything that is happening.
Yeah, Travis just kind of plops down against the tree.
Okay.
Please say he has pocket snacks. Please say he has pocket snacks.
Having a snack. So Victoria, you kneel down in front of Wynn. What do you do?
I'm waiting for him to come out of it.
Okay.
So I'll get behind him.
Okay, so Sally is standing right behind Wynn. Victoria kneeling in front of him. Rex?
Oh, Rex, like, without thinking, just flop, right, like police procedure, flips him over, rips it, ties his hands
Oh,
behind
whoa,
his
whoa,
back.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
You just said.
He's already aggressive. You want to tie him down? Just sit him back up, please. So you could tie his hands. Just sit him back up.
So she sits behind him, holding him up in the
Okay.
Godzilla Kuragumi.
Yes. Okay. When you're zip tied
Probably
up.
caressed.
This is a weird night.
It's a really weird night.
I'm learning some stuff about all of you. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I'll make you roll for it later. So when you start to return, and you realize sort of as your consciousness is returning to your body that something is off and you're not sitting in the same position that you were in before, as your hands are zip tied together.
And Rexy's like holding him and rocking him gently.
Wait, feet too or just hands?
Just hands.
Okay,
Just
so
hands,
your
because I got
hands
cut
are-
off before that.
Your hands are zip tied together, and Rex is holding you. Victoria's kneeling on the ground in front of you as you kind of shake back to consciousness.
All right, hands tied behind my back.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Rex
I
She's
think
looking at
Holding
Rex over your shoulder like, what are you doing?
wind comes out. It's like,
Shrugs.
all right, so they're. The fuck is going on?
You destroyed a car
Right.
last time?
You tie my
Win.
hands together?
Win.
No,
You
let me
told
go.
me- You told me that if you go dark again, that I need to run. Is that something that I should be doing right now?
No, I'm fine. I got control of
You are-
it.
You are definitely not fine, Win.
I am directing this. It's all right. We should use this while we can. Please, Rex, untie me and stop rocking me, please.
They kind of jump, and then, like, from nowhere, a multi-tool comes out and chink, snips the zip tie.
God. I'm fine. Let's go. I know where they are.
Can I read him again to see if he's fine?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll to read a person. Plus sharp.
Oh no. What the hell?
You can ask one question anyway. Because you rolled a 3.
Uh-huh.
And Sean, you may answer however you wish. Does not have to be true.
Fuck. My question is your character telling the truth?
Is your character telling the truth?
Totally.
I hate you so much.
Yeah, he's under control.
Fine. But we're going with you. Like, don't just blink ahead.
We can blink there together if y'all would prefer that.
Like just straight into the room.
Yeah.
Can we blink straight back out again?
It might take a minute.
Well, bury the lead. Shit.
I mean, it's not just like instantaneous. It's a
Well,
recharge.
we can at least I can hold a line. I can't take on 20 vamps for an extended period of time, but I can hold a line while you do another spell.
You're saying like a snatch and grab, like blink in, grab Marcelo, blink out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you could pull it off, Win, I think that's a good idea, and I can kind of help Sally hold the line from hopefully a distance.
Rex, like, does the Tony Stark kind of zip snap thing, and this sniper rifle comes together. It's like, I'll do my part.
This is the second time tonight that the sniper rifle, I think, has made an appearance.
And we're only an hour in.
Let's go.
Maybe more like wait, what do they call it? Melee range there, Rex? You know?
So they don't say anything, but then they hold out the 9mm, like, over to Victoria, like that.
Victoria, like, no, thank you.
You want one of these? Just hands you
Pockets.
one of her like knife out of her jacket.
I'm fine, thank you very much.
The butcher knife is probably not as sharp as you want it to be, and it's kind of unwieldy. Like, this might be a little better for you.
You know, I've never stabbed anyone, so I don't think it makes a difference anyways. Can we just go, please?
There's always a first time.
She takes the knife.
I got more. It's cool.
Yeah, you can't talk these guys to death.
She kind of laughs. She actually laughs for a second and then just turns to Win. Let's go, please.
All right. How long is it going to take you to bamf us back out?
Keeper.
Yes.
I don't know. There's no time casting times on these spells.
There's not. Let me look at it. Please hold. Which one is it? You gave them all weird magic.
Oh,
things.
Wings of Valak.
There we go. Okay.
I don't know what the normal use magic casting rules for how long it takes to do stuff.
For use magic generally, I would say there's rules for like how long it lasts. Like generally by default it lasts for 30 minutes. The assumption I think is that if you totally succeed and there is no glitch, then it just happens.
Okay.
For this, I would say it probably takes a minute or so because you have to draw a bunch of shit. That being said, right now you don't necessarily have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably just do it.
Okay. One might wait a little bit anyway, but
I don't know that I can justify it taking a long time based
Cool.
on the fact that you can get rid of one of those requirements and that use magic generally just happens.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, Win is still telling them it's going to take a little bit because he wants to fight something, but
Sure, yeah.
He's going to pop off.
Yeah, I would say you know that pretty much if it goes well and you do it right, it'll be fine and you can do it almost instantaneously. If something were to go wrong, that's a different story.
okay. Then in answer to your question, he says, 30 seconds.
I can hold a line for 30 seconds.
All right. Well, everybody hold hands.
Really?
Yeah, it's that sort of thing. You know. And yeah, Win will start muttering the ritual incantations as the shadows begin to like swell around them to pull them into the ether.
Okay. Raise your hand if you've never teleported before. You guys thought really hard about that one, huh?
I don't know. We've been playing this game for 20 episodes, so that's 40 weeks, almost a year. Well, look at us, guys.
Yeah,
a
I
year.
know, right?
I don't know. I'm assuming no. I'm assuming I've never.
Probably
teleported.
not.
In 535 years? Probably.
Okay. Sally, not overly concerned. You've done way weirder shit than this, probably. But yeah, the rest of you probably a little disconcerting as sort of around your feet, kind of on the outside of this circle that you're all standing in, these dark shadows start to coalesce and then slowly kind of move up you and over you, and for a second all of you are just in this complete like thick stomach, like right the darkness kind of disperses and kind of fades back in. Very dimly lit cave, and you hear from one side a
Where's Marcella?
Oh, poor Rexy.
Why did nobody tell me to eat? Not to eat. Oh,
Sally just like steps out like it's one of those moving walkways at the airport. Just
got this
and just burns
frequent
myself.
flyer over here. Yeah, you see. So all of you now see when you see the room you were in before. When you were projecting, the rest of you see sort of leaning up against one wall, kind of sitting down, opening his eyes, looking like he's been beat to hell. Marcelo, hands tied in front of him. On the other side of the small room that you're standing in the center of, you see in not in a bad way necessarily, but tied up and kind of sitting there looking a little distraught, Kendall.
All right, I'm gonna break the binds on Marcelo's hands.
Thank you.
I told you to get on my back. Listen next time.
Yeah, it's not so bad when it's better than teleporting. No offense, when this is. Sorry.
She, we're letting her loose too.
You want to live?
Yeah.
Click. Starts cutting rope.
Sorry, come with us if you want to live. A little on the nose, I know, but you know.
And when
You
Rexy
see
walks,
just like one corner of her mouth turn up in like a little bit of a grin.
Rexy gives you like the arm bump at some point when next time they walk past. Like, nice.
Is there?
I want to make sure I have my names right. Kendall's the one that came to the house before, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
The fledgling.
Is so there's one. Is there like just the one entrance to this cave?
Mm-hmm.
And nothing has happened yet.
You don't see anything yet.
Okay, Travis is gonna stay focused on that point of entry, and if I mean I know preparing a spell isn't the same as in like D&D, but like I would like to do something upon somebody appearing in that doorway.
Okay. So yeah, you
Okay,
keep an
yeah.
eye out and kind of focus, getting ready
Yeah.
to react. Totally acceptable.
Are there any markings on the walls that I can see?
You not from where you're standing. It's a little dim. You can go up to the stone, kind of in the back of the cavern and look. You don't see anything there.
Solid.
All right, Hex. Let's go.
When has his sword drawn, he looks over towards, because you've untied Kendall and bring her with us, and says, "Why are we bringing her?"
She's all right.
Someone told them where we were.
Kind
How
of.
could how could she know where we were?
She came to the house, Marcelo's.
How could she know where we were?
I don't know. Maybe they tracked us down. I'm just saying, I don't trust her.
Then we drop her off somewhere.
Or we just kill her
when-
here.
When Wynn had said that, like, the Mega Taser appeared from nowhere and like went to the girl's like head.
She looks terrified and is like, "It wasn't me, I swear."
Then who
Rex
was
is
it?
like eyeballing you, Wynn.
Y'all not understand how vampires work?
Do you?
More than you do, apparently. I mean, they have Thrall. She didn't do this of her own volition. Right? Am I right?
Not
Marcelo,
bad.
I mean, it's, I mean, I forgive me if I'm making a little bit of an assumption, but, right? They have power over their Thrall?
We do. Yes. She did not tell them where you were. That's why she's in here with me.
See? She's a good kid.
She's cool.
Can we drop the shoot first and ask questions later bullshit?
Rex?
Yeah, you don't get to tell Rex what to do.
No one else was. Can we
Yeah,
go, please?
Because we respect each other here.
Oh, that's what I'm really getting the vibe of you guys.
Is this
Let's go,
really
Rex.
the time?
Is Rosalind here?
Yes.
Where?
Don't need to look for a fight right now.
Out on her throne, I assume.
Surrounded by 20 other vampires, Win.
At minimum.
We've got the drop on
Hostages
her.
get taken to safety. We come back later with a plan. And more help.
Full cocked.
And hopefully, a giant crane full of holy water. It's
Oh
gonna be
my
so
God.
fucking awesome.
Sally,
I'm sorry, it would be fucking epic.
And maybe
It would be pretty
a
epic.
UV sun grenade. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
is that a
I
thing?
don't know, but it's
Do
gonna
you know
be.
that that's a thing?
Eyes on
You're
You're
Win
not
the whole
legally allowed
time.
to tell us that's a thing.
So about
Hey.
this time, as Victoria, you're kind of keeping an eye on when Travis and Sally and Rex discussing the viability of some sort of UV grenade. You hear a laugh from the entrance to the room.
Jump in front. Sword drawn.
You see some of you recognizing her from her photo. Some of you recognizing her because she looks a whole lot like Marcelo. Rosalind, sort of arms crossed, kind of leaning up against the wall of the entrance. Are you done?
No, there were still a couple finer points about the UV bomb, but hello.
Bonjour.
Perfect. Now we don't have to talk about this. Let's just deal with her. And Win just starts walking up to the.
Win! Can I armbar him before he walks any further?
You can try.
I will try.
Okay, let's have you roll. Just roll.
I don't want to twag him. I just kind of want to hold him.
Let's try. I'm gonna have you roll plus tough, but I want to put a move on it. So I'm gonna have you roll to protect someone
Okay.
because
Oh,
it
no.
feels pretty close to what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Who that is, you can decide, but it is plus tough.
Tough? Oh, shit. Surprisingly, she's not very tough. 8.
Okay. Let's see. You protect them. Okay, we over some or all the harm you're gonna get. I'm gonna pitch that as win. If you're gonna try to push past her, you can also roll.
Cool. What do I roll? Tough or
Tough.
weird? Okay.
If you're just trying to push past, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vague kick some ass.
11.
Yeah, Sally. In the midst of this, yeah, you kind of throw an arm out, and Win, I think probably catching you off guard a little bit, kind of grabs onto the back of your elbow and just shoves you to the side, right out of the way, and just makes a beeline for Rosalind, who is just standing there watching you walk towards her, smile on her face.
Hex!
I'm gonna big whammy, Rosalind.
Rex
Nice.
fired.
I
He always fires first.
also cast a spell behind it.
Okay, let's go around. Victoria,
Shit.
big whammy at Rosalind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really tempted to do it to win, but he's already been hurt. That's a 9.
Okay, what happens on a... It's 9.
Kick some ass.
Oh, you're just kicking some ass. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, so you will inflict harm on each other. So, as all this is happening, when I think you see this burst of light kind of emanate out from Victoria a little bit, and there is this energy that you direct toward Rosalind. Immediately, Victoria, I think you feel it kind of partially latch on to her mind, and then immediately in your mind, you start hearing sort of the same, screechingly loud noises that you're trying to put in hers. How much harm does your big whammy do?
2.
Okay, so you're also going to take 2.
Victoria starts not yelling, but grimacing in this pain that she has. It's kind of a mix between this really hurts right in this moment, but also she has felt this a lot before, so it's kind of recalling those memories. So she kind of just grabs her head and falls to her knees.
Okay, as this happens, Rex, who are you shooting?
Rosalind.
Okay. You rolled to kick some ass. You're not sneaky right now.
No, I am not. So, I always forget. Is it cool or
Tough.
Tough. I always forget that there's 2 clicks to get the thing to roll.
Should I have taken 2 harm before when I did it the first time?
What did you roll the first time?
I rolled a 12, but I chose to do extra harm.
No, because you were able to use it to completely remove them.
Okay,
from
so
the
I didn't
situation.
take any
So,
harm last time?
No, you didn't take
Okay.
any harm last time.
And fudge that 4. I'll spend a luck.
Okay. What's your luck move?
To avoid all harm from an injury.
Whoa.
So Rexy was like holding the girl, Mega Taser up, let go of her. It just kind of slid like behind the Karagumi, and then when she said something, it just kind of comes up and boom, she just like lets it fly.
Okay, yeah, you see the taser sort of, the ends of the taser sort of fly towards her and kind of connect on her like exposed shoulder. And it goes off. How much damage does the Mega Taser do?
3.
3? Okay. And you can see it, and you can see almost this like burn marks like forming on her skin. And she reaches over, sort of grabs them, pulls them off, and just lets them fall to the ground. Travis?
I would like to cast Firewall.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to do this if I can, like close enough to her that it clearly hurts and hits her, but like behind her enough so that like there's her in between the wall and us, pretty much. Like, I don't know if it'll actually trap her, but the idea is to keep her in the room, but also do some damage.
Okay, so you want to put it right behind her, so
Yeah, like
she's
right
okay.
behind her.
Got it. Yeah, roll to use magic.
Yeah. Kick some ass with weird.
Or yeah, you're
That's
kicking ass. Sorry.
7. Yeah, but I use
Seven.
weird anyway.
That's right.
But that's
so
it functions as kick some ass.
you inflict harm on each other. Let me look at your magic.
Oh no.
This is new. How does this work? Wall, barrier. Oh, good. Obvious, loud. Are 2 of those tags?
Mhm.
Yes. So you do this. So Travis, you focus and sort of send out this bead of energy that lands on the ground, sort of right behind Rosalind's feet, and you all see this like bright light as it springs up, blocking off the entrance in this wall of fire. How much damage does it do?
3.
3. Okay. So it springs up, and I think you see her her head just kind of turn a little bit as she like registers that this is happening, as she turns around and starts to kind of put out some of the fire on this this like dark red blouse that she is wearing, and kind of leaves a hand on her side. The other one sort of taking, almost like she is grabbing onto some of the fire that has caught on her shirt, and she looks directly back at you and just flicks her hand like this, and it comes flying back toward you, sort of connecting with your chest. Does all of your magic do the same amount of damage?
Fire adds +2 harm, so the wall is 1 harm, and then +2, so 3 harm total.
What about your fireball?
Fireball is same situation, 1 harm at its base. But fire adds +2.
Okay, then you're gonna take 3 harm.
Cool. What happens when all of your check boxes are full?
You were at 4, right?
Yeah.
There are 7.
Yeah. I say again. What happens when all your check boxes are full?
That would put you at 7. You can
Cool.
take 8 harm total.
Okay.
You're unstable.
Uh-huh.
and once you take 8 harm, you die.
All right.
So this impacts in your chest, Travis, just like knocking into. You can feel the heat like scorching your skin, and just knocks you off your feet, like flat on your back. When she wasn't that far away from you, you make it to her.
Well, so here's the thing: if we sort of Avengers assemble, and Wynn begins to run forward, sees Victoria go down from nothing based on his perception of things, and then just sees Travis get laid out. I imagine I'm gonna have to try to resist.
I
I'm gonna
think
have
at that point,
yeah,
that's fair.
because Travis is about to die. So I'm gonna roll and see if it ends.
Okay, what do you roll to try to resist?
Cool. Which is a 0 for me.
Is it a move or you just roll plus cool?
I roll plus cool, and then it has different effects on depending on what I roll.
Great.
But I guess I have a +1 because I have +1 to everything right now.
You do.
Rolled a 9, +1 is a 10. So on a 10 plus your apotheosis ends. I don't have to hurt anyone.
Okay. Those of you that are still upright and or watching Wynn, you see him make it most of the way toward Rosalind, kind of holding up sword ready to go, and then I think you see him slow down, and the symbol on his hand kind of glows a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter, and then fades and disappears. And
He's
so-
back. Get back! She's gonna jump in front of him and just go after her. And say, like, start it.
Yeah, I mean, when he looks, he says, I think he grabs onto Sal too and doesn't let her stay out of like his immediate range because he doesn't want to leave her behind either. So probably just grabs the back of her jacket and reaches out a hand to whoever's closest, either Rex or Victoria, and starts the incantation. He needs the rune, so the only place I think he can go back to is the Haven.
Okay. So yeah, you, Sally, jump in front of Wynn. So this brings you sort of very close, just inches away from Rosalind in a face-to-face. And as Wynn starts the incantation, Sally holding onto your arm, at the last second, Rosalind reaches out and grabs onto your other wrist.
Can I get her off me?
You can stay or you can take me with you. Choose.
I would like to try to cut off her hand.
Okay. Yeah, roll to kick some ass.
Can I help?
We'll see.
Ten.
Okay. You charm each other, and you choose an extra effect.
I would like to put her right where I'd like her, which is about 5 feet away from me, not touching me.
All right. So you shove her back, and
For flavor, can I say, like, she had me like this, and I just kick her like fucking 300 style straight in the chest and back?
yeah. So you
Through the fire.
I think Sally, you back up just a little bit as she is kind of holding onto your wrist and just kick her sort of right center mass. She sort of gasps in a little bit of surprise and lets go and kind of goes stumbling back.
You're not invited.
Through the fire wall that Travis had put up, which is kind of slowly, I think, flickering away. And it kind of flares up for a moment, and she disappears behind it as when you finish the incantation and take everyone with you. And as the shadows are sort of coalescing around you and climbing up, you see Travis, as you're probably losing consciousness or have already lost it at this point. The firewall that Travis had put up fades, and she's just standing there in the doorway of the cave, dusting herself off and smiling. and the shadows form around you, and you all appear back in
I do have to roll for it.
Abby's Haven, and we'll see how badly you are when you get there. Roll your roll.
Because I could not end up there.
As-
Okay, we do end up there.
Oh god.
So
I was gonna
we're
have
good.
Oh,
you end up there no matter what. It was just gonna be the state in which you ended up there.
I rolled a
Did you
10. We're good.
Okay, great. So yeah, you all appear no worse for wear from the teleportation back in Abby's Haven, Victoria, which you have never been in before. But we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break as you land and Travis collapses to the floor. Thanks for watching with us so far, everybody. We will be back in just a couple of minutes after we refresh our drinks, our snacks, ourselves. Thanks for hanging with us, and we will see you very soon. welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us on our break. We are going to pick back up right where we left off as the shadows sort of fall away from all of you, and you find yourselves sort of holding on to each other in this odd formation, standing in the middle of what four of you recognize as Abby's Haven. Your feet touch the ground. Travis kind of crumples and collapses unconscious to the floor. Rex, you had something you wanted to do.
Almost without thinking, goes right into like it almost sounds like Abby, but there's a combat sound to it, and it's like, we need to move him to the infirmary, keep his head high, we need to prep a saline IV, just like it's coming from nowhere, like it's like a program running, in their head. They've got him by the shoulders.
Does whatever he says.
Yeah, you got him by the shoulders and move him there. And I will attempt to medic and stabilize.
Okay. So go ahead. You can roll your medic roll. And like I promised, you're using the infirmary, so +1 to that.
All right. Here is the place to put the one. Go. 8. Okay. Well, better than I fail.
Okay, so I think you can either heal him 2 or you can stabilize him at what is currently 7 harm.
Stabilize, because we are in the infirmary.
Okay. So you, with Sal's help, sort of immediately start to work trying to patch up Travis as best you can. He has had a rough night, but while you're not able to immediately sort of get rid of any of the harm that he suffered, you can stabilize him and stop him from taking any more overtime. So yeah, you're not unstable anymore, but you are still at 7 harm out of 8.
I'm no Abby, but I think it'd be good.
You go, Rexy. Yeah.
And then as Rex said that and thinks about it, looks up at the camera in the room and waves.
Someone better call her.
The phone's already out, and I'm just texting. Like,
All right.
bullet points of what happened.
Somewhere out there, Abby receives a rundown of what just happened and why they're all in your house. So while they're in the infirmary, Victoria and Wynn and Marcelo and Kendall.
Vampires.
Yeah.
Wynn like started to follow and was like really worried about Travis, seeing that like Rex has things handled, and just kind of like steps back, knowing that he doesn't know anything about any of that, and then just cringing like turns back towards Victoria and Marcelo and I already forgot the other girl's name. Kendall.
Marcelo just like plops down on the couch.
Vic, are you alright?
Is this another part of the cave?
What?
Where are we?
Oh, shit. That's a long story. This is kind of someone's house, like a friend of ours, and you aren't technically supposed to be here without their permission. So just don't touch anything. I'll explain everything, I promise, once I can.
Whatever. Look, are you okay? She turns to Marcelo.
No, not really, but I will be.
Kendall?
I'm fine, I think. A little hungry.
Let's see if I can find you a snack. She kind of storms away.
Thanks.
When like stands there awkwardly, like looking back and forth, and then like follows after Victoria, because doesn't want to really get left alone with the vampires.
I think you can kind of see like out of the corner of your eye, like Kendall, like not really knowing what to do, and she kind of like sits down next to Marcelo and kind of takes her her like sweater that she had kind of tied around her waist, and it's just like wiping blood off of his face, like trying to help. What do you guys do?
All right. Hey, Rexy, can we give him just like a little bit more of the pain meds? Like, just a little, just for fun.
And that part, Rex doesn't come back in this sort of weird monotone kind of thing. They just start talking drugs because that's Rexy. And it's like, I'll mix something up. That's okay. We got it. And as a detail for Abby, Rex treated the place horribly. It's combat. Rex is a combat medic, so like nothing was torn open or popped open nicely. It was all like ripped with teeth and hucked on the floor, and and then just patched. I want to get that detail out there.
Cool. I think Victoria's gonna go upstairs to where they took Travis, and kind of like she's just kind of looking around, like she has no idea where the fuck she is. One of the vampires is hungry. Is there
a blood fridge?
Rex, yeah, he'll go over. She's always had blood in the fridge, so he just again snags out packs, and it's like, oh, here, and hands them to you, and then goes back to mixing drugs.
Is he all right?
He's stable.
Okay. She turns around and then like pushes past Wynn to go back downstairs.
Has managed to find the exactly 2 houses in Cedar Grove that definitely have blood in the fridge.
Right?
You're so lucky,
It's really incredible. So Victoria, you push past Wynn and go back out into the other room, kind of the living area where Marcelo and Kendall are sitting on the couch, not really knowing what to do. Marcelo not looking like he cares that much.
She'll hand them both or each a pack of blood.
I think they both take it, and Marcelo looks at it, and then hands the one that you handed him to Kendall.
Sorry.
He's like, I'm fine. I've been at this a long time.
I guess just wait here. I'm assuming this place is safe. I don't know.
Seems relatively safe. There's warding and things like that, so I actually don't know how long I will be able to stay in here, but yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, I guess they're done dealing with that thing upstairs, and we'll figure this out.
Thank you. You don't know me, but you came for me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You don't like me, but you came for me.
I have no opinion on you, if I'm to be honest.
I think you have an opinion on vampires, probably, but
I'm used to being treated differently, so I can understand your position. Anyways, she's gonna turn and walk away.
Wynn stayed at like the top of the stairs, so like he could see her go down, but like could still see into the med bay, and just kind of like waiting there and trying and like avoiding eye contact with most people, but is clearly like worried about Travis and wants to make sure he's okay.
Once Sal makes sure that Travis is gonna get pain meds, and then plus a little extra something fun, she'll
it's some drugs that work and also are fun.
Turn around, see Wynn by the stairs, pointedly like just move around him and go downstairs to check Marcelo. Says nothing.
When do you do anything?
No. I don't know what she's mad at me. Could be mad at me for so many reasons right now that like I'm not gonna.
Probably all of them.
Where to begin? No.
Yeah, Sally, you make your way down and you see, I think, around this time after Victoria's sort of ended this conversation, she walks off past you.
Y'all all right?
Wait, yeah, we'll be okay.
So, what the fuck happened?
Well, I was kidnapped. Always fun. You know that part. While you were downstairs dealing with whatever was happening in my kitchen, some of them came in from the second story window. Smart, if a bit played out. Should have seen it coming. And then I spent a little bit getting the ever-living shit beaten out of me by my wonderful sister. Now I am here. Teleportation magic. Interesting.
Did she say anything?
Well, she said a lot. I won't repeat most of it in polite company.
Anything important?
What do you want to know?
They have any plans? Grand plans? Or was it just come in, tank you, and get out?
I imagine it's now going to be to kill me and all of you and you, Kendall. Not that you're wrapped up in this.
Sorry.
I think she's just kind of like sitting on the couch, like looking at her hands and just like slowly like sipping out of a bag of blood, like not saying anything. So young. She's very angry with me. Seems I have given her too long to stew.
Why can't she just leave you alone? Like, what's the problem? You're like not anywhere near her. Like, what the fuck?
I think I haven't told you the whole story.
Spill.
Sit. Sally, how long have we known each other?
Going on 180 years?
Very long time. How old are you?
A lady never tells.
Well, you know my condition. Look at me. How old do you think I am?
181.
And not a day over. Sally, I was born in the year 1330. Rosalind 2 years after me. I'll be 690 in August.
You an old man. Damn.
You know a thing or two about history.
I was in most of it.
I was 19 years old in 1349. Do you know what was happening in France in 1349?
I can take a guess.
Our good friend Yersinia pestis is a bacteria. Causes a lot of things. The septicemic plague, the pneumonic plague, and in 1349 in France, the bubonic plague. I was 19, Rosalind was 17. It was not an easy year for us. The Black Death came for Shallon. Our mother died within a week. My father a few days after, our baby sister, Annalise, 13. The week after that. After she died, it was just Rosalind and I. And the doctor who had been taking care of our family disappeared. Shortly after that, a new doctor came to us, one we did not know. Rosalind had begun to show signs of the plague. he knew I would be next. And for our family, that would be it. And this new doctor offered us a cure. He said it would be painful, but we would no longer fall ill. We would no longer age, we would not die. Our family would live on. My sister would be better. Already lost one.
So he said yes.
Rosalind didn't want to. She was, at the time, a very religious woman. It was unnatural. And I did not want to lose her, and I convinced her to do it. I told her it was a gift. I told her it would be good for us. We might be able to save our baby sister. And that if we could not die, we'd be together forever. And we were children, did not know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Then it happened, and the transition was not as easy for her as it was for me. She was in a lot of pain. And as a fledgling, she had problems, more than most, controlling the bloodlust, the hunger. We overcame it for a while, but when my conscience caught up with me and I told her that I did not want to feed on humans anymore, she said I abandoned her. That it was my fault that she was the way she was in the first place. That I was the one that said it was a gift, and if I rejected it, I was rejecting her. So I left. I abandoned her, I abandoned my duties, I abandoned our family and our new mother. And she took the blame.
She was punished because you left?
Rosalind is the matriarch of the family now because she killed the old one. Because of what they did to her. I did not know this until today. That is why she wants me dead. That's why she's done this to me, even though she knows it will heal in time. Because I abandoned her.
You didn't abandon her. You gave her a choice.
Looking back on the conversation, I don't think I did. But that was a couple 100 years ago. Rosalind is not, or was not, always the evil monster I think I made her out to be. She is their mother now. They don't always kill. They exist as most covens do. They have humans that willingly lets them feed. They turn people who want to be turned. Some die. But this is my fault.
You were a kid and you made a choice with all the information you had. You're a fucking baby, man.
But she wishes I had let her die. And now she's had over 600 years to become who she is.
Yeah.
And 200 years to believe that I betrayed her. That is what happened. And I am sorry I did not tell you.
Not gonna lie, it makes a little more sense now, but
Some of it I did not know until today.
yeah.
Kendall and I should go.
Right. Is there anywhere that you can go? Somewhere protected? I mean, you can't go back to your place. That's the first place they're gonna look.
Unfortunately, I really liked that house.
Well, we'll fix some windows and get you back in there as soon as we can.
I have some
But-
friends that will take us in and we'll work with you, Kendall. Get everything under control.
Sal, you do know that Rex's Haven is got the, the panic room kind of thing going on.
Oh, yeah, right. Rex might have a spot.
Is this the panic room we talked about? The panic room?
Just in case, could be helpful.
If it's important for you that I stay nearby,
Just wanna know you're all right.
fine.
Thanks for telling me.
If Travis dies because of me, I'll never forgive myself.
It's not your fault. Really, it's not. He'll be all right. He's living the life right now in his head, anyway.
Well, tell him I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Panic room. Kendall, you and I are going to be very close friends.
Get Rexy on board. Make sure they get settled.
Okay. So you want to take Marcelo and Kendall to Rex's Haven?
Oop, you're muted.
We'll come in through the tunnels off of the university so that we don't, pull up to the place.
Okay.
The front of the building.
Okay. Yeah, so Sally and Rex leave with Marcelo and Kendall in tow. Thank you all for what you've done. And that leaves Victoria and Wynn in the Haven. I think a little bit after Sal and Rex leave, Travis probably starts to stir a little bit. I don't know, Travis, how coherent you are in the moment.
I've been waiting outside the med, especially if Rex and Sal left. Wynn has been waiting, like at the door of the med bay.
And there definitely would have been like a litany of, check this vitals, this and this, like a whole list of things. And the last is, text me if anything complicated happens. I'll be right back. They can't get in without me.
Got it.
So,
Again now, Godzilla Kirigumi covered in blood.
Gross.
not good.
Victoria's gonna text Tammy at the sorority.
Okay.
Like, I heard something happened. What's going on? I left, super late to go do things.
It's like, yeah, I guess some idiot was trying to cook something in the middle of the night, and I don't know, probably fell asleep drunk because they started a fire in the oven.
Everyone's okay though?
Everyone's fine, irritated, tired.
Good. Just make sure you set the alarm when you go to bed.
Yeah, always.
She's sitting sort of at the table that's outside of the med bay, texting.
Yeah, you get the impression that everyone's fine. Cool. And when, after a few minutes, Travis starts to stir. Travis, the pain's gone.
Trav, you all right?
Yeah. When when did I fall asleep?
About the time you got blasted in the face with a fireball.
Oh yeah. Oh man, magic's hard.
Yeah.
Y'all make it look so easy.
Well, it just takes practice.
Oops. By the way, Rob, you feel like breathing feels good, and any kind of breeze and touch is like ooh,
Cool.
brain tickles.
Oh man, I should get hit with fireballs more often if this is what it feels like.
I don't think that's the fireball. I think that's the cocktail that Rex gave you. I don't know how long that's going to last. They gave me a long list of instructions, and all I remember is to text them if anything happens.
That makes sense.
You should probably get some more sleep, though.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of sense. If you see the kid around, tell her I'm okay. I know she was worried about me, and she's probably wandering around in the research lab.
Yeah. I'll let her know.
Oh, thanks.
I think Wynn just like flips off the light in the room to let him like sleep in there a little bit. Now that it seems like he's okay, but still like staying outside. Well, like give him a blanket or something too.
Mm-hmm.
Like wade through the trash that's covering the floor.
Travis nods back off to sleep under a blanket in the warm embrace of drugs. When you flip off the light and leave the infirmary.
And confronted with Victoria sitting there on the table outside. Hey.
So that was the thing you were talking about?
Yeah. You all right?
I'll live. And so will Travis.
I'm really sorry.
I know it's not in your control.
Should be, though.
You told me it was.
It's hard to really explain what that was. I mean, it's me, but it's not really me. I felt like I was in control. But no, I wasn't.
Why did it happen?
I think it was when the vampire hit me in your room. It tagged me a bit, and it seems to happen whenever I get hurt or if someone around me gets hurt.
That seems to be often.
Yeah, that's why it's happened so many times, I think.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. I thought this training with the Fangs was going to help me get it under control, and clearly it hasn't. I still don't know about this symbol or why that keeps popping up. But I think I have to do something about it now.
I think we still have a problem on our hands. Sorry, but other than that, but like I said before, maybe we should go back to where it happened and see what went wrong.
Yeah, that would be good when we have time. But we gotta, like you said, deal with the vampires first. I didn't mean to get you tied up in all this, like, so much. But I don't think it would be safe for you to go back to the house.
No, probably not.
You can, we can get a bed for you. You can stay here for the time being.
I can sleep on a couch. That's fine.
I'm gonna probably stay here and just keep an eye on him.
It's pretty late. I mean, I've already. I'm gonna be awake for a while, so. Do you think Davian's up?
Probably.
Maybe we should start talking to him about what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a call.
Are you okay?
No. But, that doesn't really matter much right now.
I mean, it kind of does. We need you working, you know.
I can function. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll give him a call.
Okay. Head off to make a phone call.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second. Around this time, Sal and Rex, you're getting Marcelo and Kendall set up in Rex's Haven. Anything in particular you would like to do?
We've brought a couple more things of blood for Kendall, I guess.
Okay. I think you guys notice by the time you make it Rex like to your haven, you're getting everybody inside. Marcelo's injuries are almost completely gone.
I'm sure it's a pain in the ass, but that shit's got to be handy. I'm just saying.
It hurts. Well, that's nice.
I bet.
So, we adjust to wait.
Well, I mean, I've got all the channels. I mean, all the channels. There's like a 4-foot, flat screen on the wall on a sliding spindle.
You have
might
good taste.
Pick up ones like in France.
Wait.
And he points and he's like, and this is the panic button. Hit that. We'll know to come running.
All right. I suppose we'll wait to hear from you.
Is there a blood you prefer? I can hit the butcher, like pig, cow, chicken.
Chicken's fine. Goats?
Goat. Okay. Yeah. I'll look for goat. There's like a Mediterranean place. Yeah. Goat. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Enough for two. No time like the present. And he's just kind of like looking at Kendall. You get used to it.
Goad for 2.
And then Rex will hand Marcella like a manual, like a 4-inch binder, and it's got it says something like Rexy's Haven in like bold stencil type, but then in all the corners there's like little bunnies and whatnot drawn in, and maybe like a Hulk down here and a Thor sticker or something in one corner.
A little light reading. Thank you, Lex.
And they just thumbs up and go to leave.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming that shades are pulled in Rexy's. Let's be honest. Then never mind.
It's underground. It's
Yeah,
actually,
We're
It's
good.
actually an old bunker.
Yeah, we're
Like,
You go to like pull
know.
the shades and there are no
It's
windows.
just oh well, okay.
Just flat screen TVs with like projecting.
I love it.
I think as you guys are leaving, Marcella was just talking to Kendall like, so, what do you like to watch? They're talking about it, and like, you hear her like pipe up a little bit. She's like, well, there's this reality show on Netflix I was watching, and they just kind of talk a little bit as you leave. And head back to the Haven, or is there anything else you want to do, need to do? Snack run, beer run, vampire run.
Yeah, blood run, I guess. Ew.
Yeah, it's easy enough to you know enough people, I think, in this town. You know people who know Marcelo. So yeah, little snack run, and then back to the Haven. So yeah, the two of you drop those off, return to the Haven, and the lights are low in the infirmary, and Travis is sleeping soundly and happily under a blanket. And Wynn and Victoria, you're there. When you wanted to make a phone call.
Yeah, I think Victoria said Davian, but I think he's gonna call Father Donovan.
I now realize how similar their names are.
Yeah, we keep doing that with NPCs and Wynn's life. Chuck and Chet and Chad and
Didn't we decide one of those didn't actually exist?
Chad doesn't exist. There's no Chad.
Chad doesn't
There
exist,
is
you
no
guys.
Chad.
No,
There is, however,
a Chuck and a
Chuck,
Chad. No,
who
it's sorry.
we all
It's
know
Chuck and Chase.
don't
That's
cheat.
what it is. Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing.
Don't
Anyway, he
smoke.
calls Father.
Oh,
He
calls
calls
Father
Father Donovan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you the phone rings a couple of times, and then I think you hear a little gruff at first, and then kind of shaking the sleep out of his voice. Wynn, it's a bit late, early. Not sure. Is everything okay?
No, I needed to report in. Did
What happened?
Haley give you the lowdown on the vampire situation?
She
I texted
did.
her
What
earlier.
happened?
Few of them ambushed us tonight. I was able to track them back to their lair, and
And?
we encountered the matriarch.
Shit again. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, a bit roughed up, but everyone's alive.
Okay. You want to tell me what happened?
I lost control again.
Okay.
But that aside, there's too many of them for us to deal with. It's like 20 in the coven by our count.
Goodness. And they're in the park.
Yeah, in a cave system there.
When you know, based on this report, I am going to have to call you back and have Haley take over.
That makes sense.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I got a little bit beat up, but I can still do this. I can help.
What about your friends?
Travis is a little bit worse for wear. Got some medical attention, but it's probably going to need a bit to recover unless you've got anything that can help.
I can send somebody over. Take a look. No promises, but could speed up the process, depending on what happened to him.
That might be good, but there's one other thing. I told you about Sal.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned something when I told her about the fangs. She wasn't too happy about it. I guess she has some history with y'all. With us. Mentioned something about the Chimera.
There's a long silence.
Does that mean something to you?
We need to talk about this face to face.
Right. If you can send someone over to help with Travis, I will make sure that we let them in.
I'll see. At this time of night, I mean, I can send Haley.
That might be best. I'll come back with her after she's done.
Good. I think we have some things to discuss.
Yes, sir.
Please just be careful until then.
Understood.
See you when you're done.
When hangs up.
Okay. Assuming you told him where to send someone.
I think he's probably told them before where the Haven is.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. Okay. About this time, Sal and Rex, you return.
I think by the time they get back, Victoria's been trying to keep herself busy, so she's working out in the workout room.
Okay.
Full on like salmon bar, you know. A salmon ladder.
Victoria's going hard right now. Working out. For those of you who work out, it's probably pretty impressive.
Sal notes this. And then just go straight in to check on Travis.
Okay. The lights in the infirmary are low. He's sleeping peacefully under a blanket.
So just sit down with him for a bit.
Okay.
Rex just checks in, does all the vital monitoring, and
Yeah, he's stable. he's gonna need either some serious help or a decent amount of time to come back from some of these.
Wynn's probably still like was outside the room when they showed up and like lets them go, like doesn't say anything as they go in, but as they start looking over, does mention from the door and say, I've got someone on the way that knows more about healing and medicine. They're to come help him.
And I'm imagining it's like the main lights are out, but like the counter lights are on and stuff. And then Rexy's looking, finds a blanket warmer, and pulls a blanket out and plunks it out, lays the warm, cozy blanket on him, and kind of tucks him in.
Okay. Anything else?
When?
They're supposed to be here as soon as possible, so they live pretty close, probably 30 minutes.
Sal just kind of reaches out and, like, underneath the warm, cozy little blanket, like, finds Travis's hand and just gives a little squeeze. And then she'll just turn on her heel and walk out.
She leaving?
Yep, leaving the haven.
I think Victoria like jumps down from whatever she was doing and kind of just like a little bit panting, like looks over. Where are you going?
Home.
Didn't they say that they were gonna try and kill all of us?
I can take care of myself.
I know you can, but don't you think you'd be better served protecting all of us?
Look like you could do pretty good yourself.
Not as good as you.
There are fangers coming. I probably shouldn't be here when they do.
Sal, they're just coming to help Trav.
I didn't ask you.
There's plenty of places in this place to hide out or whatever you want to call it.
Coexist? Rex says from like up in the mid-bay door.
You don't have to.
Go ahead.
You don't have to interact with them. Just please.
Sal, if you look back, Rex looks scared.
What is the furthest room away from the med bay here?
Probably Travis's room, which is on the main floor in the back.
She will go into Travis's room and then awkwardly realize that she's in Travis's room and then like find the least obtrusive place to sit in Travis's room.
You find a snack.
No matter where you are in Travis's room, a snack will find you.
She says, peanut butter cups? They're not even melted. What?
About the time that Sally walks off, you hear whatever it is that alerts you that someone is near the front door of the Haven.
Wynn goes to let Haley in.
Okay. You let her in. You all hear, I think, kind of a loud voice from the front door, sort of talking to Wynn. And in walks sort of long, like blonde hair, kind of pulled up in a bun, big glasses, t-shirt, sweatpants, tennis shoes. You all see anybody who's been remotely ever around campus before? One of the librarians.
Hey, Haley.
Wait. We totally said in canon that one of the librarians took Sally's class and could kick ass. Is
Not
it the
that
same
one.
librarian? Oh, dang it. Okay.
No. That is...
There are notes.
Wait. That's Ms. Winton. She's older. She's in her mid-40s and is a Krav Maga expert.
Okay.
Told you guys I had it in here.
Love her. Okay.
And that was the last time I took notes.
As a little lore note, Rex as BB took that class as part of canon.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, she is. She's a little bit older than Win. Late 20s. Like I said, blonde hair, glasses. So, where are we going?
This way. He got sort of hit by like a fire spell. Yeah. And he kind of leads her up to the med bay.
Be
Past, I
conscious.
assume, all the gawkers. He was for like in and out, asleep. Now Rex put him on some meds. I don't really know what it was exactly.
Promising. All right, let's have a look. And she kind of smiles and just waves at everyone. Oh, hi.
Hi,
And
Haley.
she kind of looks at Victoria. Hello. Nice to see you again, rest of you. Hello, Ailey.
Rick.
I'm in charge of him. And she points at Win.
Rex waves from the med bay.
I'll join them.
All right. Wait, isn't there one more of you?
No?
Yeah,
Sa-
no. Blonde teaches the self-defense class.
Yeah, Sal's not here at now.
Oh.
She's at a secure location. Rex blurts out.
All right then. Unfortunate. Looking forward to meeting everyone, but I won't pry. So,
I had administered a saline trip and 122 cc's of Demerol, and then I added 22.6 milligrams of MDMA just to, take the edge off and, make it a decent experience.
right, here's gonna thank you in the morning and hate you tomorrow afternoon. All right, let's take a look. Travis. And she holds her hands out, and you just see this this faint, like purple, like this light kind of lavender glow emanate from them and kind of move, not touching him, but like over the top of Travis. And her smile kind of fades a little bit, and she looks really concerned. The hell have you all been up to? I know vampires, but come on, what'd you do to him?
He was pretty messed up before the fire spell. I don't know what happened.
I've got burns and
He fell on his own knife.
yeah, I'm seeing a stab wound, some lacerations, some scratches. That wrist might be broken. I can help. I can't get rid of all of it without help, but I can put him back right. Spend a couple days in bed. Good as new.
All right. We do have this vampire issue. Anyway, skip the couple days in bed.
I'm gonna need some pretty big help for that.
Oh, we
I'll
can help.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. I mean, it's not really my thing.
It's more of a energy sharing thing.
I know.
You up for it?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh. Gotta go. And Rex tick, 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 and slides down one of the rails of the stairway.
I
Heads
got
for the
plenty.
couch.
I got plenty of energy to spare.
I'll bet you do. She kind of giggles to herself. Goes over to the side, takes off the the sweatshirt that she's wearing, kind of cracks her neck a little bit. All right. Here we go. And she puts her hands over Travis again and kind of looks at the two of you, just kind of waiting. When you're ready.
We mimic her movements.
It's gonna be a long night. Just focus, all right? And she's looking at you really hard, Win. Like,
Focusing, yeah.
right, we can all tell. And she kind of focuses in again every so often, kind of looking up at the two of you, not really looking at you, just kind of checking in and going between. And she starts just muttering under her breath. And you stand there for a long time. And the room, I think, starts to like heat up a little bit just from like the energy that's bouncing around, and there is this consistent kind of like light purple glow that's coming off of her hands, and occasionally she will like touch Travis's wrist or like something like that, and a little bit in, probably about 45 minutes in, she looks up, and I think you can both see just a little bit of like purple sheen on her eyes, and she's like, all right, you can take your hands down and get ready to hold him, because this is not going to feel good.
All right.
Wynn takes his shoulders.
Victoria will take your legs.
There is she kind of looks up at both of you and she's like, all right, here we are, Trav, no worries, love. And there is this pulse of energy. There is this loud kind of popping sound, and Travis, you wake up as she is now reset a couple of broken bones, as they are very quickly fusing back together. It hurts.
Even through the meds?
It hurts.
No.
It quickly fades, but that initial kind of like spark of pain wakes you up.
Oh, son of a bitch!
And holding your shoulders and looking down from over you is just Wynn's face.
Sal heard yelling, so she runs like she's there, and she's like at the medbay door.
Hey,
What the
bud.
Fuck!
It's all right. You're fine.
Who the fuck are you?
Don't worry about it. We'll be well acquainted later.
Why are all these people in the Haven?
This is the Haven. Sorry, that's not my accent.
My twin sisters.
It's fine.
It sticks.
Everything's fine.
Trav, Haley, Trav,
Oh,
Hassel.
I love. How you feeling?
Pleasure. When? What the hell?
How you feeling?
Sal creeps away now that she knows Travis is okay.
I think you see Haley look up at you like, oh, I thought you were in a secure location. All right, listen, I feel like I've missed a lot of stuff. Hi.
Feel like I
Creeps away.
Odd
I
bird.
want to punch you in the fucking face, Win. And my
You should.
arm
It might make you feel better.
healed to do so.
I won't stop you.
Don't do that sad thing. I am just.
I'm glad you're okay.
Try and get up
Yeah.
and probably falter for a moment.
You can heal 3 harm.
Dope. Okay.
How you feeling, Trev?
I just met you, and so I am trying my best to be civil.
Fair.
But I feel like I just got hit by a truck like
Well.
3 times in half a second.
Your insides look like it till I put them back together.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm Haley.
I am less
Travis.
than thrilled about all of this.
Well, take it up with Crowley.
Yeah. I need some snacks.
Nutter Butters. She's walking out the room.
I How the fuck did she know? Was I talking in my sleep?
Yeah.
Victoria walks down the stairs into Travis's room, opens the door, like gives a small wave to Sally, goes under his bed, grabs a pack of Nutter Butters, walks out the room, closes the door,
How'd you know there was? Oh,
walks back upstairs.
Haley, as you say Nutter Butters and leave the room, Haley's like looking at Win, like trying really hard not to laugh.
All right.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say there's a lot going on that a lot of us maybe don't know about.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm not gonna sell anybody out. That's your friendships to fuck, not mine.
Well, thanks, Haley.
Anytime.
Donovan
I
said I'm
love being
supposed
up at 4 in the morning.
Hmm.
I gotta get up in half an hour to go for a run.
Yeah.
No worries.
I owe you for that.
Yeah,
Donovan
there's
said-
more than that.
Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to go back with you.
Oh. Where are we going?
Donovan.
Well, one of these days it'll be somewhere fun.
Victoria enters the room.
All right, there's your snack.
How? Give me those. And he bites into, like, tears the pack open, immediately just eats one whole, and just through chewing says, "Thanks." Not
You're
looking at her.
Right.
Right, you need anything else, princess? Soda, beer, foot rub?
I need to take a break from just about everybody in this room right now. And he's gonna get up and grab the Nutter Butters and go to his room.
Where he finds Sally.
if you have a chair, she's sitting in the chair. She moved whatever clothes you had on the chair to your bed, and you catch her like mid-eating. She's now found some Jelly Bellies. Hey,
Well,
you
hello.
you good?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not good at sat on the bed.
It felt weird. It felt a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I guess I was unconscious.
Yeah,
I'm conscious now.
I know. So go to sleep.
So you're not here to fool around?
What? No. What?
Well, I don't know. Why the hell are you hanging out in my room?
Because it was the furthest. Go to bed, or I'm gonna make you unconscious again. She walks
Oh.
out the room.
Is that a threat, or like, are you hitting on me?
It's gone.
One day.
By the way, when you came past the couch, Rexy just put up the knucks, you know.
I would have nuxed.
All right.
Travis always nuxes.
Sal finds
Travis.
the second furthest room away from the medbay.
Travis's bathroom.
She goes into Travis's bathroom.
Great. Sal's hiding in Travis's bathroom.
Is the bathroom connected to my room?
No.
Oh, whack. Okay. Yeah, Travis is just gonna plop down in the bed and just lay there and probably fall asleep pretty quickly. I feel like no matter the amount of magical healing, body trauma ain't gonna heal that quick. He's out like
He
a
tired.
light mid Nutter Butter.
Mid Nutter Butter.
He got to about the Nutter and then he just conked out.
There is just so much I want to say right now. You know. All right. Sally hides in the bathroom. Travis goes to sleep. Rex is chilling. That leaves.
Eventually curls up in the Kirigumi that, come to think of it, now has blood and vomit on it from earlier, but they're curled up on the couch out.
Probably so tired they don't care.
Exactly. Yeah.
Rex asleep on the couch, leaving Victoria and Wynn in the med bay with Haley. It'd be nice to get a thank you every now and then.
Thanks, Haley.
You're welcome. Again, he'll be alright. Need some sleep, but everything long term. He won't suffer any well, I was gonna say trauma. Won't suffer any long term physical trauma.
Well, we got some other stuff to talk through.
Seems that way.
Looks to between Haley and Victoria, and looks to Victoria and says, "You're in the know on most of this. I don't suppose it'd be a problem if you tagged along, but you're also might want to just stay here."
Go where?
I'm not sure that's the best idea, Crowley.
She's the one that had the visions.
The visions aren't what Father Donovan wants to talk to you about.
Right. Well.
No,
all right then.
We were threatened, all of us. They could come after Wynn if he leaves here.
He's safe with me.
She's right. We'll be in the safest place probably, other than here in Cedar Grove. So, I'll be back like real soon.
I don't know. This is all pretty dangerous. I don't know if I feel comfortable you just going off by yourself. No offense.
None taken. But he won't be by himself. Be with me, the father, a couple of other fangs hanging out at the church.
You teleport there?
I don't suppose that I put a sigil there. I don't know if they would have let me.
Probably not.
Can you send Haley with one?
I mean, I guess I could. It's not really protocol, though. I mean, I have to do what Haley here tells me to do, so it's kind of up to her.
They're not going to let me take any sort of teleportation magic or anything into the church.
I'll leave one here, though, and I'll come back that way if anything goes wrong.
All right. That's what you have to do.
I don't really have a choice. I'll be right back. He'll be fine.
I'll have him back before morning. You look like you could use some sleep.
I already had my wake up juice.
If it's Red Bull you're talking about, you know that stuff's really bad for your heart, right?
I don't have much of a choice.
I'll be in the car. Come on, Crowley. Don't take all night.
Be right there.
She walks out. Good seeing you, Victoria. As
Good to see you
always.
too, Haley.
Y'all good?
Yes. I mean, yeah, no, I'm fine.
It's gonna be okay. I mean, they're a lot better equipped to deal with this than I am, so I'm more worried about y'all here.
Well, Sally's here, and there's places pretty warded, so just hurry back, all right?
He stops for a second and goes over to the chalkboard again and draws the symbol on it. And walks back and just says, "Just don't let anybody erase that, and I'll be back right away." And he leans in and kisses her.
So kiss him back.
And then he leaves.
That boy.
Okay. You leave, walk out of the Haven. Haley in her car, waiting. You get in the car, and she just kind of looks over at you and is like, "So, anything I should know?"
I'm sure we'll talk about it once we get there. Just don't stop for hitchhikers.
Thanks, Dad. You and Donovan are both content to keep me in the dark, and I don't like it.
I'm just tired, and I really don't want to repeat myself. If you order me to, I'll tell you what's going on.
Well, I don't want to be up saving your ass at 4 a.m., but here we are.
He'll fill her in a little bit on the way.
Okay. And you drive to church to meet Father Donovan. The rest of you, I assume, are asleep or go to sleep. Not Victoria.
Sal
More
literally
working out.
fights asleep as much as possible. Hears them leave, like peeks out of the bathroom.
Rex is asleep on the couch, and Victoria is working out again.
Sal go, like, basically as gently as possible, like move Rexy's like feet and then like sit on the couch. Yeah.
Okay. Fitful night's sleep for some of you, a long morning workout for others, and an awkward car ride for the last one. That is where we're going to go ahead and end for the day. And we'll pick back up right there the next time. Thanks for playing, everybody.
Whoo!
And thanks for watching out there, everybody that's out there with us. That was a rough one. That one was hard a little bit, but you know what? Did you die?
Technically, no.
Technically not.
He was only mostly dead.
It was only mostly dead.
Good job, everybody. You solved the problem. Really quick before we end. Trying to get the handout to pull up and it won't pull up. No. At the end of each session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I would say many someone's.
Ooh, whomst was saved? I don't know whomst you
Marcella.
you refer to.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
It's Marcella.
Marcella.
Everyone's favorite character. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Marcelo's
story.
history,
Yes.
his like entire history. Yeah.
Pretty important, I'd say. Contextually. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Oh yeah.
Victoria did.
And we learned about Victoria. Whammy!
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
She
That's
got
true.
power.
She's got powers. It's 2 experience for everyone.
Level up.
Some of you,
Oh.
especially with those failures, racked up some fucking
Dang.
XP today.
Oh yeah. Wait, did I fail? No, I didn't fail anything. I just didn't do well.
All right.
I totally forgot to mark experience for failures. I hope I've been doing that.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. That was great. I hope you all have fun. I know I did. I always do. We will be back in 2 weeks in Jesus Christ, June.
Holy crap.
Wow.
On June 7th, Sunday, June 7th is our next session, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Until then, we have a lot of stuff going on here on GGK. You can check out our schedule. It's on our Twitter. It's pinned to our Discord. It's below our faces on Twitch. And if you're on YouTube, go over to our Twitch channel and look at it and follow us while you're there. Our next show here will be Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Eos, that is one of our D&D 5e campaigns run by your friend and mine. Damn it, Barry. I'll be there. Sean will be there. Yeah, he plays a emo kid and I play a wizard and it's great. And then we got a lot of other stuff going on this week, and so do all of these people whose faces you can see around me as well. So follow them on Twitter and Twitch and check out their schedules, and you will never not have great content to watch. But until then, we will see you in 2 weeks. Am I forgetting anything? Anything you else want to say? Any last words?
Thank you for not killing us.
Boy, I tried.
Sorry, Travis.
I just feel like at the end of every session, you all need to apologize to Travis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Just that
Yeah.
once.
it happens, man. Ain't
All right.
easy being the punching bag.
Well,
Sorry, Rob.
Yeah.
until next time, we'll see you in 2 weeks. We're sorry, Travis.
Sorry,
What?
Travis.
Ever.
Good game. And good night, Internet.